Well, hello everyone. This is Kevin Gianni
And I'm Annmarie Gianni.
and we are here on Facebook Live for y'all. And we're really excited to do this. This is our first Facebook Live. Our first.
Our first.
Yeah.
I was in a little bit of it the last time.
Yeah, and we really like this medium. We, as you guys may have known, some of you may know that we did a lot of videos, YouTube videos in the past. So this is almost like, what is this?
900 and something?
Yeah, 937, I think. So I guess this is like a reprise, maybe?
I know, I was ready to go like into the Renegade Health segue.
I know. And, but for those of you who don't know that, you know, we're here today to talk about Annmarie Skin Care, which is the skincare company that we have co-founded with our incredible team. And so we wanted to give you, we want to talk about a few things today. So we wanted to give you a little bit of background as to how the company started and why. Annmarie will tell a little bit of her story. I'll share a little bit about how I got involved. We'll answer some of your questions. So if you do have questions, I believe you can just post down below. So you can just post your question in there, and we'll be answering those as we go. I think at the end we'll do a little story and then we'll answer them as we go. You can ask us anything. We'll answer it if we can, and if we can't, we'll probably tell you. Say pass. And that's it. Yeah. So I mean, and we're planning on doing more of these, whether it's Annmarie and I, or Abby, our esthetician, or Rachel, our COO, just to kind of give you a more transparent view of what we do, because that's really one of the biggest tenets of what we do here at Annmarie Skin Care. Our motto, if you haven't been on the website or haven't seen it, is honest, wild, beautiful. Everything we do, we run across that. Those three words: is this honest, is this wild, is this beautiful? Maybe you can question that for this video, but I'm wild, she's beautiful.
And we'll be honest.
Yeah, we'll definitely be honest. We can't do otherwise. But honesty and transparency is definitely something that's a strong tenet, not only within our team, but with you as a either Facebook follower or customer or email reader. Whether you've been involved with our company or not. It's definitely something that I think you'll find as you go along. So, Annmarie, why don't you start a little bit about how this all came to be more than 7 years ago now?
Wow. Well, my background has always been into health, whether it's fitness and nutrition. And my grandma had a garden growing up, so I always kind of was drawn to healthy eating in that way. And I was an athlete growing up, and so I was always into health, and it just always made me feel good to help other people. I actually, when I was in high school, I hurt my ankle playing field hockey, and I had gone a little bit through physical therapy, and I saw the whole process of healing my ankle. And from there, I kind of knew what I wanted to do, as I got older. So for college, I went to East Carolina University for athletic training, and studied about the human anatomy and about helping athletes get back, once they were injured, get back into the field, and that was just, a great thing for me, because I really enjoyed helping people. Kevin and I had met after college. The universe kind of put us together in an interesting way, because we kept circling around, and we finally met in Danbury, Connecticut after college. And I was working at a physical therapy office, and he had come in for some physical therapy.
It's a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
I ran a marathon after not ever running more than 10 miles before in my life, and I got hurt.
And yeah, so I wasn't his treating therapist, but we talked, and we ended up hanging out and getting together. As I was working in that field, Kevin kind of put the realization that I was working a lot of hours, but I was only making about $3 an hour. And I was getting run down, because I was probably working about 60 to 80 hours a week. And it was a lot. And I liked what I was doing, but it was just a lot. And we knew that we were going to be together for a while. I knew that eventually I wanted to have a family and I wanted to be a mom and I wanted to do all that. So I kind of needed to change gears in my career because that wasn't going to be something that was going to help me reach my future goals. So Kevin had some entrepreneurial, and he'll talk about his background a little bit, entrepreneurial experience and website building and different things. So we decided that, we're going to start a business together in personal training. And we did, and it ended up being pretty successful. We were personal trainers, we had that business for a few years. From there, Kevin wanted to kind of tinker with the online world and see what we can do there, and he put together one website that kind of failed, and then we started Renegade Health and our YouTube videos that just took off. And when we were teaching about raw food then, and we were teaching about fitness and just natural, healthy living, and it started building up a little bit of momentum, and we had a lot of followers on that YouTube channel, which was really cool. We were living in Danbury still, and one day we just decided, hey, we're going to get an RV and travel around and meet all the fans that were watching our show, and just thought that would be so fun, and it was fun, and we were in that RV for 2.5 years? Just traveling around, meeting people, probably have met some of you that are watching now, and had a really great time doing it, teaching, again, nutrition and a little fitness. And then people started asking me about what skincare products I was using, and we were really extreme with our diet back then. So we were meeting people that were really looking for really clean products. And when I got the question about skincare, I went into my cabinet in the RV, my tiny little cabinet that was in there, and saw that I didn't really have that natural products in my cabinet. I didn't really have, I use coconut oil on my skin, but I didn't really have anything to really recommend. So we started digging. We started looking for a product that we can recommend. We were going to all these different festivals. I was buying all these different products that were made there. I was, ordering products online and just trying a whole bunch of different products. And some I liked, some I didn't, but nothing really was drawn to me. Some of them were great, but nothing really was drawn to me. And at that point, we were just looking for a product just to sell on our blog and on Renegade Health. And I think we just
there's a few steps along the way where we're looking for products, and even some of the natural products that we found in the stores, we just really didn't. Not only did they not have the vibration we wanted it to have, they also just didn't really. Some of them didn't live up to their standards and to the standards that we wanted. And so when it came to that point, we started to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't just sell a product in our store. Maybe we actually should start to formulate our own. And so that's when it kind of got a little shaky, because we couldn't find products that we wanted to sell. And we went off to find some formulators, and when we were talking to formulators, we were pretty shocked about what, I guess, the condition or the general health of the entire skincare industry, and what can be allowed and what can't be allowed. We talked to plenty of formulators that said, hey, you can add these certain preservatives or these certain ingredients into the products, and you don't have to say that they're in it. You don't have to put it on the label. And that to us was
didn't sit
yeah.
Right. Didn't sit right with us. And that's really when we got the drive to we have to really create this on our own, because this is not really sitting right with us. And then from there, I was questioning the other products that I had found in the store. What's in those products that might not be on the label? I don't really know. And I had a hard time actually talking to some owners of those companies, because we wanted to really talk to the owner. We really wanted to get to know that company before we were going to sell it. So I had a very hard time connecting with some of those owners. So that was we were questioning that. Finally, we, in our travels, and still in the RV, we were in Patagonia, Arizona, and I went into a spa there, and an esthetician introduced me to a line that they were selling there, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with everything about it. The packaging, it was in this hemp bag, and all the little bottles, it was a little travel size, and all the little bottles were in the Myron glass, and it just was like, it just called to me just on the shelf, it called to me. And then opening it and smelling and feeling it, and like smelling that aroma and putting it on my skin and feeling how soft it was. And the esthetician actually gave me a little facial, so to say, on my hand with a few different of the products. And I saw a difference right away between both my hands, you know, the hand that she had put the products on. It was just glowing and it just felt so right. So I bought that little package. I brought it back to the RV. It was like the first night, and I'm not like wasn't then, I am now, but I wasn't then a skincare junkie, and I wasn't like I said, other stuff I never really was attracted to. This was the first time I was truly attracted to skincare, and I was so excited to use that product that night, and I used it on my face, and I did all the steps that it said, and then like even waking up the next morning, like I'm gonna do it again, and I was so attracted to it. We ended up getting connected with the owner of the company. We had talked to her, and at that time, the product that I had picked up, she was just selling in spas, and she's only selling to estheticians, and it was a spa line. And we were like, all right, we're still going to recommend this. So we ended up doing a video on Renegade Health about it, and we were recommending the product. And then a few weeks later, we connected with her again, and we decided to partner up. And that's how the Annmarie Skin Care started.
Yeah, and some interesting trivia facts about it. The first two products that we launched were the coconut honey masks and the neroli tongue mist. Is that correct? Yeah, neroli tongue mist, and that was kind of a fun experience. We launched it through Renegade Health. We weren't even really a real company yet. We just wanted to see.
It was just on Renegade Health.
Yeah.
For a couple of years until we actually started this company.
Yeah, and since then, we've grown pretty significantly. We now have 18 people here. If you guys don't, you probably met some of them in the other Facebook Live video. And we've expanded to makeup and essential oil blends, and I've become a skincare junkie. I only moisturize half of my face, like from here out.
But he put some of the oil in his beard. He put the coconut body oil in his beard.
I do, yeah. What's your favorite product?
Oh my god. I think it's still the coconut body oil. I don't know. I'm neroli tongue mist. Coconut honey mask.
Oh, wait a minute. That's your favorite one.
So many.
Mine is definitely the oily skin oil. That's by far my favorite. I liked when we switched it. So one of the things that we like to do, and it's a challenge that Annmarie and myself and Rachel and a few of our other team members who are involved in the product creation process, is we don't really plan on being this company that has like 200 different product SKUs. We like to keep it simple and effective. And so one of the things that I like to do, and I don't know if you like it or not, or Rachel likes it either, but I like to go through all the products and then just pick the one that I think is like the one that's the least best, and then improve it. And so like we've been doing that over and over again with our products every year. And one year the facial oil for oily skin was one of them, and so we switched the scent profile really just because some people liked the scent, some people didn't, so we just kind of tweaked it a little bit, and I think it came out pretty amazing. But we've done it with you guys have seen it with some products before if you're a long-time customer. We've done it with the eye cream, we've done it with the Radiant Skin Silk. We changed the formula in the scent a little bit. We're working on the Sun Love, updating the Sun Love, so that's going to be a big deal. Yeah, it's going to be a really big deal. We're so excited about it. It'll last longer too. That's one of the challenges we had with it, was just shelf life. So with natural products, it's crazy hard to get really good shelf life. And one of the concerns, one of the things that we try to educate other people about is that if your product has water in it and it doesn't really list a lot of preservatives, I would be very skeptical about it, because those are some of the preservatives that don't have to be listed on the label, and there may be other things in that product. And again, there might not be, and it's best to contact the company. We fully understand that you have other skincare products in your cabinet. We do too. So like we're not the type of company that says, hey, we only do this, and we just promoted my shells.
Yeah, and you guys saw in the bathroom last time that we had other skincare products in there.
Yeah. So we're very proud of the fact that we do, like, we're very open and proud that can feel like we can just recommend other things, because that's what real people would do in real situations. So yeah, so I think that's where we've ended up.
Well, I guess we can talk about today, like this time now, where obviously Kevin is you run the company, and I'm home with the kids. I come into the office twice a week, but very short hours, and just to say hi to everyone, give people hugs, and check in. But
sometimes help someone at the retail store.
Yeah, sometimes I'll help at the retail store sometimes. But mainly it's Kevin, Rachel, and the team running the show here, where I'm running the show at home with we have a 4-year-old, his name is Hudson, and almost 2-year-old, and her name is Basil.
Yeah. So do you think we should take some questions, or what do you think?
Yeah, let's do some questions.
Cool. And that's Lauren behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Lauren again. So this one would be for both of you. Can you talk a little bit about the wild fruit serum, the new wild fruit serum, and what you love about it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Well, honestly, for me, it's so new, so I haven't even gotten trained on it yet.
Yeah.
Honestly. I know that I love the fragrance. I know that I love the feel of it. I was using the sample probably for a good 30 days, and I've noticed I was a lifeguard when I was younger, so my skin is sun damaged, and yeah, so I noticed that it does help brighten it a little bit, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so for me, I was more involved in the production of the product and the thaw, and we'd always wanted, we have our repair serum, we have which name is actually going to change soon, just so you guys know. So repair serum and our anti-aging serum, and the anti-aging serum is I guess that's like the anchor of our serums, and then the repair is definitely for people who feel that their skin just needs like a little bit of an extra boost, because there's some more nutrient dense ingredients in there. The wild fruit serum is, if you can think about it, is like even more than those two, and we really wanted to have a profile that contained some ingredients that would really make your skin look just brighter and lighter, and that's really the whole theory around it, or the whole principle of putting it together. And then we wanted to make sure that everything was kind of in alignment. So we didn't want to just do a serum that did that lightening or brightening without a theme. And so the Kakadu plum was like the real main kind of focus. And then we said, well, how can we fill in all the pieces around it to make it something that is well thought out, something that's really kind of like clearly thought out. It's not just like kitchen sink kind of thing. It's like, how can we make it cool? So it smells fantastic. Like, it's real fruity. It's real really nice to put on. It goes on really, really smooth. And we hope for you it does exactly what it says. And the other thing too is that this is a product in our new signature kind of line. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive. It's going to be a little more expensive than the other ones. But keep in mind, the reason we have higher priced items is because it actually costs us a lot of money to put them together. And I'm shocked when I talk to other skincare company owners and they tell us how much. And even companies that are like, that are not like, just totally, kind of trashy products. I'm amazed at how, how low some of the prices can be. And it makes me question whether the quality of the products are that good as well. But so we spend a lot of money to make them, and then we have a fair margin in order for us to continue what we're doing. But we're excited about it. I hope that you guys got some samples. Well, I don't think they're still available, but I hope you guys got some samples while they were there. But it should be launching in the middle of the month, so look forward to it.
Great, thank you. The next question would be, this could be for both of you, but I'm assuming that it's for Annmarie, is what is your regimen in the morning, or what products you use, and yeah, just a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, it changes a lot depending on season or anything, but mainly it's the aloe herb cleanser. And I normally do this in the shower. Now that with the kids around, it's just easier. So in the shower, I'll do aloe herb cleanser on my face with some Ayurvedic scrub, and I wash my face that way. And then when I get out of the shower, I'll immediately put on the anti-aging serum. But I'm excited because the wild fruit serum might be my next my next go-to. But I'll immediately put on the anti-aging serum, and then I'm running around taking care of the kids and doing all that stuff. And then right before I get out of the house, I'll do like just a tap of the olive color foundation and a pump of the normal facial oil, for the herbal facial oil for normal skin. And then I'll blend that together, and I do it really quickly around here, and then that's it. And maybe a little bit of lip balm. But that's it. Also in the shower, I'll use the coconut body oil. Right after I'm done showering, I'll kind of shake and wipe off the excess water, and I'll put it on when my skin's still wet, and then I'll pat my body dry with a towel. And then at night, if I get a chance, I'll wash my face, and again use a serum. And that's pretty much it.
Not that anyone's interested in that.
He does brush his hair. It's pretty cool.
So the next question is also for both of you. Will you be bringing in any more makeup items or shampoo and conditioner in the future?
Oh my gosh, these are great questions.
Yeah.
I'll take these.
Yeah.
So yes, on the makeup, we do have some plans for some new makeup next year. Yes, this is 2016, 2017, and I don't want to say which ones yet because we still need to make sure which one is the most feasible within our promotion and launch schedule. Our hope is every year we've been doing 2 products. This year we'd like to do 4, and 4 meaning if it is part of the makeup, it'll be a few shades. So my hope, I just need to run it by Rachel and everyone else, is a lip tint gloss and or a blush. But if you have any feedback, you can post it right in the thing and let us know which one you would prefer. We do listen. Shampoo and conditioner naturally in the way that Annmarie Skin Care does it is a challenge. We have tried. Mm-hmm. We have looked.
We should talk about that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Mm-hmm. So we actually did try to bring a shampoo and conditioner into our line 4 years ago maybe, because we know how much
Longer than that.
you guys want a natural shampoo and conditioner.
5 years ago.
Yeah, as do we. And we contacted a formulator who had formulated a few products that we really loved, and we had a few additional ideas on like what to do and how to make it a little bit better. And we started to proceed forward with the ingredient list that they had sent us, and we were about to launch the product, and I kind of opened up one of the sample bottles that we had, and I smelled it, and I said, "There's something not right here." And I went to Annmarie and said, can we just get another list of ingredients? Maybe there's literally I asked like, maybe there's another list of ingredients, which is like a weird thing to ask, right?
Yeah, so I had asked her to because I knew that she had used the lab, and I'm like, can you just get the list from the lab that you get? Like, is there like a lab list? And this was before I even knew that there were I was just like, is there a lab list? and she's like, well, there is. And I'm like, well, can I see that? And she was hesitant. It took her how long?
3 weeks.
Like 3 weeks before.
It's not facts.
Yeah.
And
She sent it to us.
And we had the 2 products. There was between the 2, there were 13 ingredients that were not listed on the original list that she had sent us. And so obviously we stopped it.
And like even just the first 2 ingredients. The first 2 ingredients on the lab document was not on her list.
No, in the conditioner, the second one was emulsifying wax, and it wasn't listed. Yeah, so that's kind of a big deal.
Kind of
so, and as you guys know, like the hierarchy of ingredients is like the ingredients that is most present, that's a weird way to say it, is at the top and then going down in terms of percentage to the bottom. So the one at the bottom that has the least amount in the product. So yeah, we've run into that. The thing about a natural conditioner and shampoo, the things that we've encountered is that it's either super expensive and effective, or super expensive, super high quality and effective, or it's inexpensive and not as effective. And so we've been trying to get right in the middle there. And we do have some promising leads. We've come up with a few different things that we think might work, but that's to be determined. I don't know if we're going to have that ready for 2017. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna make it. But my hope is for 2018, 2019. It's weird. It's like, how many years from now? So, but we want it just like you do.
Yeah.
We want it just as badly.
I want it so badly.
Yeah, like we do.
Okay, great. And let's do one more question. Are you taking any further steps towards sustainability with your packaging?
Well, I wish Rachel was here to talk about this one.
Yeah.
This is her.
Save it for Rachel.
Well, I'll talk about it briefly. But this is Rachel's department, and it's our department too. But she's really focused on it. So we have the bottles, the Myron glass bottles. So we're using glass. We are coming out with completely new branding on the packages in, I think, end of the month is when that's going to come out. So with that, we're going to have, generally when you have a bottle, I'll just grab this one here. Like it's on recycled paper, but in order to make the label actually waterproof or water resistant, like you couldn't have submersed this in water and just hope that the label would hold up. And maybe you've used the products long enough, like the label starts to bubble a little bit. But this outside coating is not sustainable. So the inside is recycled paper, and then the outside is not. It uses some chemical in order to make it water resistant. We're coming out with new labels that don't have that outside coating, and we're doing it as a test. The benefit obviously is the benefit to the environment, and we're hoping that our customers will accept that. And at times, if you do sit there and you rub the bottle when it's wet, the ink actually might come off just a little bit. We're hoping that that's a fair trade-off for the earth. It's one of those things where we want to step up our game. I would love to not have this plastic thing on top here. We haven't figured out any way to make this thing sustainable because of the size of the top of the bottle in terms of the Myron is sometimes it's not exactly the same. It's like they do their tooling and whatever, but sometimes not the same. So sometimes the tops, every once in a while we'll get a batch and they'll have to just totally resend out some of the product to some customers just because like the top just didn't match the bottle anymore. And so that's just kind of a weird thing that we're trying to work on too and make it more standardized. But I'd love to have some sort of non-plastic top. And I know that they have the droppers, and we've seen that with other products. Our concern with the droppers is just contamination of opening the bottle all the time, pulling it out, touching with your hand, putting it back in. Maybe not so much on oils because the oils do have their own protective qualities, but with the serums, those are products that really only have a shelf life of a year, maybe a little bit more, and we really don't want those to become contaminated with any outside contaminant.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for joining Facebook Live, everyone. And
yeah.
Remember to put your comments below and to click. There's like a follow link you can click to follow when the next ones are coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you liked it, we'll be here for more. We're gonna have Abby's gonna come and do some things, and I'm sure we'll get Rachel on and just continue to create this kind of like face-to-face communication, which again is cool.
Yeah, if there's anything you want to see, let us know.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.